Politicians and political offices that use social media to reach the public are discriminating. Social media platforms discriminate against ideas. Any politician that uses that platform is using a platform that discriminates against people who hold such ideas, or people who speak using language that the platform deems offensive, or for whatever reason, undesirable. They've said something undesirable, they've had an undesirable idea, maybe off platform. They had an association, participated in something that the platform deems to be bad. Right? So now they're banned from the platform. They've been deplatformed. That person is now no longer capable of participating in anything on that platform. Commerce, making friends, having discussions, trying to participate in contests to win a free trip to Hawaii, whatever it may be. They're banned. And they're also banned from political discussion. Now, these offices are saying, hey, contact me and give me some feedback over Twitter. And you're thinking, well, hey, I've got some ideas on that. But you're not allowed to voice your ideas on that because that politician has conveniently chosen a platform that has been designed to exclude you. Now, whether that politician has done so out of a lack of better options or what blend of motivation they have to choose that platform because they know it excludes certain ideologies, I don't know. And it doesn't really matter because the end result is the same. Exclusion of persons that otherwise should be able to participate in the public debate. If the politicians want to participate in a public forum over the internet, I say great. But we don't have a public forum over the internet where such debate can take place. It doesn't exist. It's not Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, none of those. They're all censorship, private platforms that control the flow of information, that shape and mold public opinion and create a false perception of what the public believes. This is what the public thinks, right? And they promote these new ideas through all these different organizations that have channels on there that they promote that come up higher in the search engine ranking for their platform. And you look and you see, wow, everybody really thinks that? I'm on lockdown and I'm not seeing so many people, and I'm starting to get the perception that the public idea, the new ideology, the way things are going with the public ideas and beliefs are in the direction that the social media platform is telling me, right? So you don't have any other real input. It's not organic. It's all controlled. Now, if politicians want to interact with the public, and I believe that most of them do, how else were they going to get elected? They need people to vote for them. Then it needs to be done so in a fair manner so anybody can interact with them. Unless, of course, there may be some exceptions, right? Currently, we might exclude ex-cons or convicted felons, right? They might exclude them. I might not agree with that. You might not agree with that. Maybe you would agree with that. I don't know. But there might be some minimal rules. Let's say, for example, you're spamming. You're putting a bunch of ads on there with affiliate referral links so that when people click them, they go to another website. Could be ordinary shopping items, real estate, porn, drugs. It doesn't even matter. If you're creating too much noise to the signal, that's going to inhibit the public discourse. But then that draws in the question of, well, what if they're using offensive language? Then people feel uncomfortable and they don't feel like participating. No, absolutely not. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care. I mean, maybe I do care. To some degree, I want to not hurt your feelings. But I don't want to not hurt your feelings badly enough to prevent people from saying things that they need to say, because that is fundamentally more important than caring about not offending people. Furthermore, if you're going to censor people, you're going to create an environment where people are scared to think, and they get so used to being censored that they can't think anymore because they get shut down every time they talk. They get pattern interrupted in their own head by self-censoring. right? I mean, in order to think, you have to be open to any idea. How can you know what is true or what is false? Let's say you want to talk about a particular idea about, well, it has been proposed that there was election fraud. And we don't know if that's true or false or to what degree or how it affected the... Let's take one claim, let's take another claim, and let's examine them. Okay, so the other claim is examinable, but the first claim that you took, you realize is not examinable, right? So you can't even go there. You're not even allowed to think about it. You're not even allowed to play devil's advocate for that idea. It's not allowed because that's considered, deemed to be, a dangerous idea. Right. Because they want to treat you like you're not capable of thinking. Thinking is dangerous to the rulers. They don't want you to think. They want to control what you think. That's why they manipulate everything. Politicians who use private platforms that discriminate are themselves discriminating. And this, I believe, may already be illegal. There is a case to be made that if a politician is using a platform that is known to discriminate, and they do, then that itself is discriminatory. And if that is the case, which I argue is, politicians using platforms that discriminate are discrimination, whether out of ignorance, desperation, or whatever it is their reason may be, doesn't even matter. They're still discriminating. Then action needs to be taken against those politicians for doing that. And that's the only way we're going to get real change on social media. Because these politicians get up in front and they say, well, you know, Ted Cruz or whatever, and they complain about social media censorship, blah, 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 blah. Ted Cruz never does anything but whine. He's a fat windbag, does nothing. Fuck you, Ted Cruz. You do nothing, piece of fat shit. Go flush yourself. Do nothing Republican is what you are. Anyway, I'm out.